And congratulations on season 2.
Thank you.
Or as you said, we're just moist with happiness.
Well, I am. I don't think Peter is. He's just mildly damp. I am full-on moist.
Really? Well, how did you feel?
Well, I'll be incredibly honest with you about it. I just was so happy. No, at first, it's like season 1 was very difficult to pull off because we were creating this world from scratch, and we had a slight idea of what it was, but it's like every little detail of it had to be thought out and chosen and so on, and it's just quite a process. You make a lot of mistakes and you have to back up and redo things and so on, and we finally got there where we got it right. But then we didn't know if the show was going to be any good or not, and we cut it together, and lo and behold, it was like, oh, this is kind of working pretty well, better than we thought it was going to work. And then, of course, the next thing is, well, are people going to care about it? Are they going to like it? And it turned out they did like it. So there's this sense of elation and accomplishment. And then the network says, well, we want to do season 2. And you're like, that's fantastic, that's great. And then you go, oh my God, I have to do that again, which I had never done. Peter's done it before, worked on a show, but I had never done the same thing twice. So it was a very odd kind of experience to say, oh, I'm going to do the same thing again, but a little bit different.
I told a couple of the actors, I got a buddy of mine to watch the show, and he said, it looks like it's hillbillies. I said, you have to pay attention to it because it's more Shakespeare than Tobacco Road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for saying
that. That's probably true. That is an inspiration, definitely.
Would you agree with me on what my
I would
assessment?
totally agree with you on that. Yeah. All the kind of levels that Shakespeare goes to, and I don't want to compare the writing or anything to Shakespeare, but just in terms of the plot kind of complications and levels to it, and
family
the world,
dynamics,
language, the sort of even a feeling, that little bit of feeling of that connection to the old world that the Farrell clan is connected to. It all has a sense of that. Yeah.
How was the experience of being a showrunner?
Well, it's like failing constantly, essentially. He would know more than me. I describe it to people as you get a call at like 5:45 in the morning informing you that 4 houses on your block are on fire. And you can only save one of them. And the other 3 families all have to die.
That's probably the best. That's the best summation of what it means to be a showrunner that I've ever heard.
The theme of freedom versus non-freedom that we saw so much of in the first season, does that carry over to season number 2? Or is there more confinement to season 2?
Well, the freedom is really tested in the second season, and we can't tell a lot about that.
Right.
But it's going to sort of define what freedom is when you start putting it to the test and really squeezing it. That's a big part of what we're talking about.
Was there ever a time when in your acting careers when you lived off the grid for a while? Maybe not in a Farrell clan sort of way, but you just felt, I'm really an outsider here in pursuing this career.
Well, I don't know if it's really off the grid, no. I mean, my first season doing theater when I was 17 years old, on Cape Cod and making $20 a week, and panhandling and living in a barn where the rain comes through the roof, and losing 30 pounds in 2.5 months, and
I think that qualifies.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
I don't know. I think everybody feels like an outsider. I think if you don't feel like an outsider, you probably are. You know what I mean?
I sure do.
I think that's part of the mentality. Is kind of is the title of the show sort of speaks to that. Is who is an outsider? We all are.